Bon Crowder with Idearella.com here, talking about something interesting that I discovered the other day about the way we are with the internet and the Star Trek characters of the Borg. So I was having coffee with my mother-in-law the other day, and she asked a question, I wonder if they make this thing or they do this, or I wonder about this. I don't even remember exactly the details, but of course I instantly went, whoosh, magic iPhone. And I started looking up on the magic iPhone, and I found the answer instantly, and I got to thinking about that, and I thought, I am Borg. I am part of the big Borg thingamajig from Star Trek. Star Trek's Borg is a group of characters that assimilate other beings. They don't grow by reproduction, they grow by assimilating other beings. So if they meet you and they go, hey, you're interesting, you've got some technology and knowledge that we want, they assimilate you, and there's no reason to resist because apparently resistance is futile. They assimilate you, they attach some prosthetics onto your head and body, and they hook you up to the Uber Wi-Fi network that is the Borg, so that whenever there is new information that you get, learn, assimilate, it immediately goes out to the rest of the Borg, and whatever any other Borg member knows or learns, it immediately comes to you. The benefit of this, of course, is that you really have all the knowledge that everybody else has, which is pretty cool, especially if you're into information and knowledge. It's kind of a bummer on the individuality front because you don't have any. You know what everybody else knows, so there's no advanced cool factor for you versus any other Borg member. So that kind of sucks. So how are we like the Borg? Well, we don't have the Uber Wi-Fi network that the Borg does, but if you have a pretty good signal, or if you're in a good 3G area, or you're connected via Wi-Fi with your smartphone, you can access every piece of information on the internet. Furthermore, whatever you know, you can put on the internet. It's super duper easy to get information on the internet. The caution here, of course, is not all information on the internet is worth having. So if you look up something, you probably should look it up in 2 or 3 different places, sort of get a triangulation. You can look up, for instance, dihydrogen monoxide, the dhmo.org website. Really interesting information. Everything there is factual and true, spun in a very weird way, and written by some really clever and funny individuals, but the information there is set up in such a way that it leads you to believe one thing, and that's contrary to what we actually know. So be careful with the information that you take in through your iPhone or your smartphone as you are assimilated, like I am, into all the internet everythingness, and you start putting your information out there. And you might think, well, I don't put information out on the internet, I don't have a blog. Well, you know what? Do you put anything on Facebook? Do you put anything on Twitter? If you are completely living in a hole, you are not assimilated. But if you have any kind of technology or connection with technology, you're either fully assimilated or you're at least on your way. So be careful of that. Question everything. Of course, stay curious, and have a good day. This is Bon Crowder with Idearella.com. Bye, y'all.